Kia ora koutou katoa. My name is Jacinda Ardern, and I'm the very, very lucky person who holds the role of being New Zealand's current Prime Minister. I got a message a couple of days ago from the wonderful Simon Coley, who I understand is with you now, about the meeting he was having with the Circle in London. And it seemed like a prime opportunity to do two things. Both acknowledge the part and role that people like Simon play in New Zealand, encouraging business to look at the kind of social enterprise and social justice role that they can play within their business model, and how that is really something that's growing within New Zealand. But equally, to say that I think as governments we have a role to create an ecosystem, an environment where that kind of work is not only encouraged, it's celebrated, it's taken as a given that we all have a contribution to make. In particular, though, I was really moved by the work I see that the Circle is doing. You know, I've long believed, ever since I read about and saw some of the statistics around the girl effect, that the key to so many of our global challenges is empowering women and is empowering the girl child. Now, developed countries are not immune from the challenges of making sure that we improve gender equality. This is not just a challenge for the international community or the developing world. We have our part to play as well. And so what are we doing here in New Zealand? Well, in part, I hope that we're bringing back the sense that kindness has a role to play in politics. That creating an environment where you say actually principles that we call manaakitanga in New Zealand, the idea of generosity, looking after one another, that starts first and foremost with leadership. So why shouldn't that start at the government level? We're trying to make sure that we build a more equal society, a place where every child has a decent start, where we try and get rid of child poverty in a country that is as prosperous as ours, where everyone has a roof over their head and a wonderful education, and we don't have a gender pay gap, domestic violence, and women in low-paid work. So that's just what we can do in our little part of the world. But I hope we can equally contribute to the efforts of groups like the Circle and encouraging businesses like Kola to go out and play their part in the world and making it a better place as well. So I wish you all well in your work, and I hope I have a chance to interact with you again sometime. Till then, kia ora koutou katoa.